writing my blog, it's a wild display. Brandon Elrich is so gay. We're living the indie dream, wild and bright, with laughter.
Hello everyone, this is Brandon Elrich with Brandon Elrich is So Gay, episode 3 of season 2 of my audio podcast. Today I'm talking with Kristi Keller of Homebody-ish magazine and Unstack Substack. We talk about rebranding and starting new publications. I hope you enjoy our conversation. And please go to my Substack to support my work. I will put a link in the notes. Thanks a lot.
Okay, we're live.
Well, hello everyone. I'm Brandon Elrich with Brandon Elrich is So Gay. And I'm here today with Kristi Keller with Wildhood Wanted and Gloriously Unqualified. And is there yeah.
Substack. And then there could be another one.
Okay, yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to add to your introduction? Your
My
titles?
repertoire.
Yeah.
I will add that I don't bake naked in an apron like you do. So there's that. Do I even qualify to be here?
Well, I'm not qualified to do that, but I do it anyway.
I love it. I love your baking stuff with no shirt on. It's so great.
Oh, yes. Thanks.
Yeah. Hi, Robin.
Yeah, I called it, so I titled this, well, what I titled it early was Brand and Rebrand, and then I was like, oh, well, I could use my name in that. So
I was just going to say that, Brandon.
That's what I did for this live. Like when I titled this, when I went live, I did Kristi Keller with Brandon and Re-Brandin.
Yeah.
I-N,
Yeah, that's fabulous. You could use that as a whole brand name, Re-Brandin. Rebranded.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Maybe I'll just reinvent myself all the time. And
if you ever decide to rebrand.
Yeah, constantly rebranding.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, clearly I am.
Yes, yeah. So I read one of your articles. I wrote it down. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, and in that one you were talking about you were saying I'm percolating on a rebrand.
Yes. And I left it as a cliffhanger on purpose because I wasn't quite 100% sure at the time that I wrote that. I thought maybe I'm just having another midlife crisis and maybe that's not what I'm going to do, but I'm 100% sure that that's what I'm doing now.
Okay.
And it's going to be a big step because Wildhood Wanted has over 4,000 subscribers and people keep coming.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel really guilty that I'm going to hit them with an email in a week or two and say, hey, I'm not here anymore. I'm over here. So,
yeah. Well, in part of your article, it said you felt like your publication has been in a slump lately. So I guess, I mean, are you still feeling that way enough that you're moving to something different?
Yes, because when I first started it over 2.5 years ago, almost, when I first started it, I was in a completely different place in life. And I thought I was going to do a bunch of things that I didn't end up doing. And so it's just not on brand for me in my soul anymore. And I think that when you start struggling with something, you need to change something.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I've read a few of your articles you have a section called Unstack Substack.
That's actually a whole different publication. Yeah, that's my business.
Oh, okay. Different publication. Yeah. I thought it was a section within the publication, but
no, okay. That's my full-time job.
Yeah. I like that. Some of those I haven't read all of them, but I've read a few. Like the one not too long ago was "No Thanks, I Don't Want to Read Your Substack," and that one got a lot of attention.
I know. I never even imagined in my wildest dreams that it would go so bonkers like that. Like it was just an obvious little thing that to me was obvious, but I find that when I write about little Substack tips and tricks, it's not obvious to everyone. Like there's a lot to know here. So.
Yeah, well, one thing I didn't know was the recommendation blurbs, like managing them. I mean, I knew like when you get the message, like sometimes people leave messages when they
Yeah.
for a paid subscription, and I'll repost those or use the image that they provide or whatever. But
Yeah.
I didn't know about the managing them and putting the blurbs, at
On
the
your
bottom
welcome
of your.
page.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
did that after after I read that in your article.
Yeah, it's such a small thing, but it's like everybody lands on that welcome page the first time they come to you. So why not utilize the space, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, one thing I meant to ask you at the very beginning. I meant to start off with this, but I wanted to ask, have you made birdseed cakes with your mini bundt pans?
I did, and I'm gonna probably do a video about those. So for all the people who have no idea what you're talking about, um, in my kind of farewellish post on my old publication, I said I was gonna make bird seed. You make them out of bundt pans, and I bought little mini ones off Amazon, little silicone ones. And
Yeah.
yes, I made the bird seed cakes, and then then we got like 50 feet of snow, so I didn't put them out because the little birdies hide when it's like that.
Oh, right. Okay.
But a couple days ago, we're having a bit of a warm up here, so I put some out on like there's little tree branches. I've stuck them on with the hole
Oh,
onto the tree
yeah.
branches.
Okay.
And yesterday, I saw a few little birdies eating it, so I was pretty happy.
Okay. So it's been a success.
It is, yeah. So, but they didn't, honestly, I'm gonna put it all in the video that I do. They didn't stick quite as well as I don't believe, like
Oh.
even Martha Stewart did a video about the birdseed cakes, but mine didn't stick together as well as I thought they should.
Oh, okay. Well, once you perfect that, that's going to be a new business, right? You're going to be selling birdseed cakes
I know.
on Etsy or something.
I'm turning into this like wacko bird lady. Like I want to get the bird feeders now that have like a little camera on it so I can actually see
Oh,
the birds
yes,
eating.
yes.
It looks so, they're
Well,
so
have you?
cute.
I saw somebody that had a pair of sunglasses or something with a little feeder on it where the bird could land and eat out of the feeder, but it was like right on on their
Oh,
face or whatever, so
I'm
they could
watching.
watch them up close.
All I'm thinking is avian flu, like, that
Oh
close
yeah,
to the
yeah.
birds. That's so funny. I
Now
don't
I
know.
don't do the bird seed, but I do hummingbird feeders. I always put those out
Oh,
in the summer because they come through, you know,
yeah,
starting in April or May, and I've
yeah.
usually got a bunch of them, and they're
I've
they're
wondered.
fascinating to watch.
They really are because when I went to a bird sanctuary in Jamaica once, and you can just hold your finger like this, and they have a little bottle of the water,
Yeah.
and they come and sit on your finger and just eat, and they're gorgeous. They're so beautiful.
Well, I have a little ring. It's a little flower, and it's got just like a bit of hummingbird feeder that you can put in it and
No
just refill it.
way.
And I've used it, and they come and eat out of it.
Are you
Sometimes it
serious?
takes a while. You have to kind of hold your arm out there, just for a
Yeah.
little while. But yeah,
Oh my god. I didn't know that that was a thing. Did you get it on Amazon?
no, no, I got it at a local pet shop. I don't know how many
Yeah.
have them, but I'm sure you can get them on. I mean, you can get everything on Amazon, so I'm sure
Yeah.
they're on there. But
That
yeah,
sounds so neat.
they're just called Hummer rings.
I think that I'm gonna try that in the springtime. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
it's
like
pretty cool.
my
Hummingbirds are
whole
very social,
yeah, and they're so they seem not afraid too. Like if there's gonna
right?
be food, they'll land on anything to get it because it's
Yeah.
so neat to watch them. Hummer ring sounds dirty. Of course, Robin.
Oh yes, of course it does.
Of course it does.
I've yeah, yeah, it's like I don't know, some kind of vibrator with yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, and down the rabbit hole.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Well,
yes, the
anyway,
bird
back
cakes didn't
to
happen. Here we are.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you're
So
officially a bird lady.
I feel like I'm becoming a bird lady. Yeah, it's so random and weird.
I mean, why not? It's entertaining.
I will tell you the one bird that I am not a fan of, those woodpeckers. I moved into
Oh,
this
yeah.
house a year ago, and I moved in the wintertime. And then starting in like March or April, this fucking woodpecker started, and it's pecking on the metal gutter, so it's not just,
Oh,
and it starts at 4:30 in the morning. And
oh, that's
so
convenient.
yeah, so I bought all those random things, like the deterrent stuff on Amazon, and this woodpecker is immune to everything. So all I did was get a spray bottle that'll spray water like 50 miles. And then you
Oh,
put
yeah.
all these essential oils in it that they hate, but that
Oh,
means
okay.
you have to get out of bed at 4:30 in the morning and run outside and shoot it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
so
Well,
it's
I guess you could
fabulous.
just can you coat the gutter or anything in this? I don't know. It probably
I
runs off,
sprayed
I
this.
guess.
Yeah, it does. Because I sprayed the gutters with the same concoction, and by the
Yeah.
next morning it comes back.
Oh, yeah.
So, and did you know, random fact, it's against the law to like harm a woodpecker. They're a protected species.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you
No,
know.
I don't know if I knew that one. I've got a few around here, but they don't. As far as I know, they haven't pecked on the house.
Okay, yeah, you would hear it if they did. You would totally
Yeah.
hear it. They sound like machine guns if they're pecking on the metal parts.
Oh, right. Yeah, especially.
Yeah, yeah, they're awful. So yeah.
Well, back to rebranding. Besides rebranding as a bird lady, what's so what are you transitioning from not from but to from your wildwood?
Well,
Well, no, what wildhood? I was right the first time.
wildhood.
Wildhood wanted.
Wildhood. Yeah. And that's another problem with wildhood. Like half the people don't even understand it's called wildhood. They're like, "We love your wildwood," and I'm like, "What even is wildwood?" Let- That's another Robin thing. She could come up with something for wildwood.
Wildwood. Right, right.
Yeah. So it's okay. So the rebrand, I wasn't sure if I was gonna let the cat out of the bag, but I'm actually getting pretty excited about it. I'm not rebranding my old publication. I'm starting a new one because I feel like the stories in Wildhood deserve to live, so they'll just stay there.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm going from like totally wild to total homebody. So like my new one is actually called Homebody-ish magazine.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Homebody ish.
it's not like it sounds though. Like it's not going to be all, those slow living crusades. It's not at all like that. Wildwood Wanted Late Night Edition. Robin, of course.
Yeah. Now we're going back
Yeah,
to the Hummer
yeah,
rings and
yeah. Yeah, and the Wildwood. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of, being a crazy bird lady kind of fits with being a homebody. Um, But, like, again, it's not all just being a homebody. It's even if you travel, it can be like feeling at home on the road. It's gonna encompass working from home. I'm still gonna be putting out all these business ideas because I think one of my Wildhood readers' favorite things was when I would put out all these wacky or random business ideas, and they're free to just take the ideas and use them and try it.
yeah,
Um,
I read. I don't remember what it was. I read one not too long ago that I thought was really cool. But
Yeah, they're
like,
all really cool.
yeah,
My head never stops working and I have new business ideas every week. It's so ridiculous. So it's going to be something like that, but centered around life around home and feeling at home and, working at home or even Airbnbs. So their travel can be encompassed in there if I want it to be.
okay,
Um, yeah. So, but like I said, when I started Wildhood Wanted, I was going to go out into the world and become a big time traveler again, like I used to be. And I'm just not doing that. And I don't want to, I don't care. So,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
all right, yeah. So kind of feeling at home wherever you are, basically.
Basically, yes. It's embracing your inner hermit and thriving in our natural habitats.
Well, I feel like I'm that way a lot of time. I feel like a hermit a lot of times because I'm in
Yeah,
a rural area,
yeah,
and I work from home, so it's
exactly.
just
Same.
yeah.
Yeah. But you do fun stuff. Like, I mean, I can easily have you as a guest on Homebody-ish because you cook shirtless in an apron and it's fun. So for sure you can be
Yes.
a guest star.
Yes. I will be happy to.
And
But I can
you
wear
have
clothes if I need to.
well, I don't care. You have no idea, but you actually inspire me when you do that because you show up like as you are. It's not even like a great choreographed cooking production. You just show up and do
No.
the thing. And I
Right,
really
right.
love that because I think that people that are on social media are way too overproduced.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I like that you
And
just
that's
show up.
I said, well, I appreciate that. Because I say that a lot of times in the video. I do say that I'm like, you know, the cooking videos that you see most of the places, they've been edited. They take this stuff out of the oven and it's perfect. But
Yeah.
how many takes did it? How many takes did they
It's
have to do
true.
before this perfect one came out? And
Yes.
you know, they they put it in the oven. You don't have to wait any time. And all magic of television. Here's the end
Yeah.
result.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it live, and sometimes I make mistakes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't turn out exactly the way I want it, but it's all I think everything that I've done has been okay.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but I don't think people should expect perfection because
Yeah.
that's not real life.
That is so true because I'll tell you in probably October, November, I was trying a lot. I found this guy on Facebook called Dr. Vegan, and he has a lot of really cool videos. And so I tried a lot of new recipes because I'm always looking for non-meat recipes, and all of them bombed. Like, and I'm like,
Oh yeah,
there's no way that this guy is doing it like this and it's turning out every single time because mine sucked. And it can't
right,
be me all the time, can it?
right, right,
Mhm.
right.
So, yeah, so I do love that you just show up and come hell or high water, you're baking the thing and who cares if it turns out.
Yeah, and there's several times that there's something that I've never made before or whatever, and I'm just trying it. I'm thinking, I don't have a recipe. I'm just, you can throw this in and this in, and it usually turns out pretty well. Like,
Yeah,
I would like to eventually create my own cookbook with original recipes and everything, but
really?
I don't have enough original
Mm,
recipes to fill an entire cookbook, but I think I could get there eventually
really?
because, I've the other day, a couple weeks ago, maybe I made a sweet potato cheesecake and didn't go by a recipe. I just, because I know the basic. I've made enough cheesecakes that I know the basics of a
Mhm.
cheesecake,
Yeah,
and I was just putting stuff in, and it turned out great. So I'm
yeah.
like, all right, this is a recipe.
Well, people like you are my hero. People who can throw things together and it actually turns out because, like, I don't know the first thing about baking without a recipe at all.
Right. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I didn't used to be that way. And eventually I just got to the point where, I just thought at some point somebody came up with this on their own. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
somebody had to create it originally. And why can't that somebody be me? Why?
That's a good point, actually. I never really thought about it that way. Somebody was the first one.
Right. Right. It came from
Yeah.
somewhere. So this one is,
Interesting.
something's going to come from me. So,
Do you keep record of just in case it turns out amazingly? Do you know what you put in it? Or you're like, shit, that was a one-time deal?
well, that was one of the problems, like, with the cheesecake. I think I can remember, what I did, but I
Yeah.
wasn't writing it down as I was doing it, because I just put stuff in, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it might need a little more of this or whatever." So, but I didn't do that one on video because I don't know, I just was too afraid that it wasn't gonna turn out right. I didn't wanna,
Yeah.
like, recommend it, like, "Here, do this," and then it
Yeah.
turns out bad. So I wanted
So
to do it first,
okay,
and
I was gonna say if you didn't video it and it turned out great, then there's no record of its amazingness.
right, right. But I
Oh,
can do it again. I'll do
yeah.
it again on video this time, and
Yeah.
it's still an original recipe, and it'll turn out good.
Yeah.
There it should.
So, like, do you want to
But
publish a real cookbook or have like a recipe section on your Substack?
I don't know. I've been going back and forth about that. I don't paywall hardly any. I've paywalled a few things before, but I don't
Yeah.
paywall hardly any of my content. I just ask that if you like my content that you become a paid subscriber.
Yeah.
But I have thought about, like, if I'm going to do original recipes, that I put those behind a paywall.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Because
think that's totally fair.
yeah, if I'm putting out a cookbook, you're gonna have to
Buy
buy
it.
the cookbook, so
Yeah.
it would make sense. So I don't know. That's
I think that's totally fair though. With Substack, it's always the conundrum. Do I paywall shit or don't
yeah,
I? And like
yes,
with Wildhood, I always put out the business ideas for free the first time, but then if they do well, like then I'll paywall it because I'm like, well, I'm giving people free ideas to go and have a new life. And
yeah,
but I'm going to be the same with my new one, though. I don't think I'm going to paywall anything. I'm just going to go on the
okay,
good grace of people and say that, like, help keep publishing independent and junk free. And, because we look at people like Robin, she's got lots and lots of paid subscribers and she doesn't paywall anything either.
right, yeah. She's one of the people I think of. Her and the Madly Renegade writer. He puts out all his stuff for free, and he's got tons of paid subscribers.
Yeah.
There are a lot of
Yeah.
people actually on Substack that have a lot of paid subscribers and don't paywall any of their stuff. And
Yeah.
I like that idea. It's just it's kind of hard though. Like if I'm not getting a bunch of them, um, if I don't feel like I'm getting enough paid subscribers, well, it's like, well, should I start paywalling stuff to kind of
No.
push people a little more? But I don't really like that idea. I don't want to do that.
I hear you. 100% I hear you. Like on my business publication, I do paywall stuff, but I'm actually teaching you valuable,
Right.
legit stuff. But I don't
Yeah.
paywall a whole bunch of it because the goal is for people to come work with me and then they're paying me otherwise, right? That's my business. But
Yeah.
for just writing stuff, I don't love the paywall idea. I just
Yeah.
don't because I I feel like there's enough good people out there that good things will come if you're doing it for the right reasons. I don't know. I have this
Yeah.
weird ideology about paid subscriptions, but I'm also going to be selling other stuff like through my new publication. I'm going to be selling stuff that isn't paid subscriptions. So my goal is not to just retire on paid subscriptions, you
Yeah.
know.
So what kind of, or can you say what?
I don't actually know yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have no idea yet, but I do have tons of ideas in my head, but I haven't streamlined any of them into stuff for sale
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I want to first see how the switch over is going to go because I have to approach 4,000 plus subscribers and say, "Hey, I'm ditching out over here, but if you want, come follow me over here, but it's a completely different vibe." You know?
Okay.
So, I
Yeah.
don't know, but I love starting at zero. I really, really love starting at zero when on new projects just to see how it grows organically.
Yeah. So you started out on Medium, right?
Yeah, I wrote on Medium for a few years before Substack. Yep.
What made you come over to Substack?
Oh, Medium stopped paying. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, in the
Yeah. That's
beginning, you could
kind of the
actually
same
earn.
story from a lot of us, I think.
I know. Oh, so you were on Medium too?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I was making like 4 figures a month during the pandemic on Medium.
Oh, yeah.
And I was making consistent money. And then, yeah, it just started tanking. And I was like, well, it's not even worth the effort that I'm putting in. So for a while, I just dropped off of writing altogether because I didn't really want to come to Substack at that point yet. And
Yeah.
then I came over here and I started Wildhood Wanted and notes had just started on Substack. So I could not believe how much that can facilitate organic growth here. Like, it was
Yeah.
nuts. Yeah.
Yeah. Not to just yesterday or day before, I was looking at my statistics and everything, and just seeing where subscribers came from and stuff, and
Yeah.
a lot of them
No.
come from the notes.
Yeah. How long have you been on Substack?
I just hit the year mark, the beginning of this month.
That's it?
Yeah,
Hmm.
I
And how
started
many
my first public, or my first post was like December 2nd of last year.
Oh, happy anniversary a little bit
Oh, well,
belated. That's awesome. I
yeah,
feel like
thank
you've been
you.
around for way longer than that.
No, I've been trying everything. Once I got here, I was just, I started doing an audio podcast in January of this year,
Yeah.
so just not too long after I started on Substack, and then I didn't do the lives for a while, for a few months, I guess. Um,
Yeah.
I was just, when I came to Substack, I did not plan on doing any kind of video or anything like that. I just came here to write, like
Yeah.
basically what I was doing on Medium. I was just gonna do it on Substack, and
Yeah.
then with the lives and everything, I was like, oh, I guess I'll try it, And I've
Yeah.
been doing quite a few of them, well, especially this month. But
You're like
um,
prolific on lives. I
yeah,
always see Brandon is going live.
well, yeah, you'll especially see it during December. But I didn't go that much before then. Maybe like once a week, maybe like with my cooking videos and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So we were talking before we went live that I'm going live every day of December, and it's been going pretty well. I thought I was going to have to do most of them by myself, but I've
Yeah.
asked all these different people, and I've had I've had guests with me Monday through Friday for the first 3 weeks, and I've got a couple people for next week. This week is full, and next week I've got a couple people. So
Unreal. Like, do you
yeah,
do
I've
you
been really
have a full-time
surprised.
job, or is this what you're doing?
This is a lot of what I'm doing. I'm a freelance writer, so I have a couple companies that I contracted out for. Like I don't work full time for them, but if there's
Yeah.
projects available, I'll do some of those to fill in the gaps, because
Yeah.
Substack doesn't pay all my bills
Not
just
cutting
yet.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, not quite, but I would like to get there, and that's the one thing we were talking about earlier too, that I would I that I put out. I would like to make Substack my a full time job, or writing at least on platforms a full time job. And I may have
Yeah.
to. I don't know. I don't know how Substack will look going forward. Like in the next year, everything changes.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I've read lots of different things about how people think Substack is gonna look in the next year or whatever, but I'm trying not to pay attention to the noise too much,
right.
and just do what I'm here to do and do what I love to do. I'm not really gonna tailor myself toward what people think is gonna happen with Substack. I just wanna do what I like doing and
Yeah.
go with the flow. Because I think there's room for everybody on this platform, including like gay bakers and bird watching old ladies.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope so.
I think there is though. I really think that there's room for everybody.
Yeah.
And we don't all have to treat it like TikTok, or like we don't have to do all the things that people say we're going to have to do to succeed on Substack. I don't think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, so yeah, that's where I'm not really sure how my publication will go for the next year, but um I'm just kind of right now, I'm just going a little more of what I've been doing, basically,
Yeah.
because I just
Yeah.
I don't know what I need to do as far as gaining more paid subscribers, but I'm looking at different things,
Yeah.
trying to work out what to do to bump those up. But
Are you enjoying this process in general, though? Like, are you enjoying yourself?
yeah, I like it.
Okay.
I
Okay,
enjoy
good.
it. I enjoy stuff like this. I enjoy the baking, the cooking videos and stuff. Those are
Yeah.
fun because I like to bake and cook anyway. And
Yeah.
actually, I had thought for a long time about that I would like to do a cooking show on like YouTube or something like that. But
Yeah,
YouTube, ah, it
I
just
know.
takes so long to build up your audience, and there's so much competition on there.
Yeah.
And I know
And
you
it's
know
so
because you're
well
on.
produced. People are so
Yeah,
well produced on YouTube. And I don't know, like I've heard them say, people, the new thing now is don't overproduce and just put yourself out there and you'll be rewarded. But I don't believe it yet because I don't see anyone that's not overproduced
yeah.
succeeding well, you know? I don't
So
know.
you have a channel, gloriously gloriously unqualified,
Unqualified.
right,
Yeah. Yeah.
on YouTube. So is that something you're continuing into 2026?
Probably Dre and I haven't spoken in a couple weeks because I don't know. You may not know. I got really, really sick for a couple of weeks
Oh,
in
okay.
November. And like I'm pretty sure it was COVID again because I haven't felt that shitty since I had COVID the first time. So I got really sick and I just told her I have to take a step back from everything right now. I need to get better. All my client work was piling up. And so I need the rest of this year to just breathe and make
Yeah,
space. So I'm sure we'll pick back up in the new year, but we haven't. It's been weeks, like several weeks, that we haven't done a podcast because I'm just not in the right space. And I think she's kind of struggling a bit too because she needs to find work and like,
yeah,
just like everyone, we all need to earn
yeah,
money to live, right? So,
yeah.
but
So you feel like you're recuperated now? I mean, like physically and everything, or
yeah, I'm about 90%. Yeah, I don't know if you could
yeah.
still hear a bit of congestion in my head, but it is what it is.
I hadn't noticed, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're at least almost completely over
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, me too. It was awful, and I basically missed my whole entire birthday because I was sick right through my birthday, and,
Oh, yeah,
so it was kinda shitty, but, yeah, I think, I don't know, I'll come back strong in January and, decide whether I want YouTube to be a part of. I have another YouTube channel that I've had for, like, 20 years,
oh
and
yeah,
it has all my travel videos on it, the ones, like, when I was a travel blogger, so I have lots of followers and lots of traffic, but I'm just like, "What do I put on this channel now?" I don't know.
yeah.
So, I
Oh
don't know if
yeah.
I want YouTube to be part of my thing or not. I don't know.
Well, maybe you can rebrand your YouTube also.
There's
People
that.
still follow. Yeah.
There's that. I've thought about that too, but all of my videos on YouTube before were Jamaica because
Oh
that's
yeah,
I did my Jamaica travel stuff. And so,
yeah.
like, to go from Jamaica to crazy bird watching homebody lady, could be a big shift, but
I think I think the first live I saw you on was you were talking with a friend of yours in Jamaica. You were doing a live together. I don't
Deanna,
know what her.
she's a Substacker, but she lives in Jamaica. She's American, but she
Okay,
lives there.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you were talking about Jamaica because you had lived there, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
in the audience and put in a
Yeah.
couple comments. Anytime I'm in a live, I always put comments in. So
Same here. And I still say, no matter how many lives I do, I really wish that Substack made it easier for us to be engaging with our commenters as we go. Because
yeah, yeah,
I read them all, but like you can't just stop the conversation and
yeah. It's a little difficult because I've got my laptop over here to the side that I've got
yeah,
so I can see the comment because trying to keep track of them on the phone is just almost impossible.
yeah.
They just
Did you
scroll by
see
so fast.
did you see the other day though? Somebody said that now you can go live from your laptop.
I did, and I did go live from my laptop once so far.
Oh,
I did it on Sunday night just as an experiment. I didn't want to do it with somebody else because just in case it didn't work or something.
yeah,
So I went live by myself on um, Sunday night, and I did a Mad Libs thing just to you
yeah.
know
Did it
and
work? Like, was it
yeah,
flawless?
it was fine. I mean,
Excellent.
so it had a wide screen, and then it had this. It's like I don't know how to explain it. There was like a focused area, like a narrow focused area, and it said, "This is what your viewers will see if they're on their phone. And then it had a wider area that was a little dimmer, darker, I guess, to
Okay.
show you
Yeah.
like the full screen. So that was interesting, but it had the chat right beside it like you would see on your laptop. And
Yeah.
I liked it okay,
Yeah.
but
That's one of the things I've been begging for since this whole live thing was introduced. I was like, why can't we do it from our laptops? Not that it's not great on the phone, but it would just be more convenient on a laptop.
yeah, Henrik just said he was live on his desktop with Sturge.
And it
Yeah,
worked.
it was
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Yeah, and mine worked fine. It's just I do like the option though of having the phone because like when I went to all the Pride Fest and stuff, or when you're outside and stuff like
Yeah.
that, it's really nice to be able to go live wherever you are
Mm,
with your phone.
true. You
But
know, I
I
never
do
think
like the
of that when
laptop.
I'm out. And I'm out a lot. Like I go out to the wilderness with my dog a lot, and I never think
Oh
of
yeah,
pulling out my phone and going live or anything. However, probably the reason is because I need glasses to do anything on my phone, and
oh yeah.
I don't bring my glasses to walk my dog. So
Well,
yeah.
you're gonna have to get one of those little chains,
For the glasses?
Yeah, yeah.
Don't they fog up outside? Like,
Yeah, probably so. I don't
in the
know.
winter?
I don't.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get the chain just for you.
Yeah. I mean, talking about
Or
being a homebody bird lady, you're gonna have to, get the glasses with chain to
chain. Yeah.
complete the
Yeah.
transformation.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably get a selfie stick too. So if I hold the phone like far away from me, I'll be able to see it. I just
Oh,
can't like
right,
hold it.
right.
I can't be like this and see it.
Yeah. Well, that's the same way with me. I can't. I'm farsighted, so
Yeah.
if I hold it up here, I was like, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
I
know.
need glasses for that.
So maybe I'll get a
Yeah.
selfie stick.
Yeah, I don't have a selfie stick, and I guess I
That's
probably
so
should get one.
I feel like selfie sticks are so self-indulgent. Like I would be embarrassed
Yeah.
to use one in public,
Yeah.
but in the
Yeah.
wilderness I could do it.
Right. Yeah. Nobody's gonna care around there.
Yeah. Even when I was a travel blogger, I did not have a selfie stick. Like I just wasn't that. If you went back like years into my history of Instagram and everything as a travel blogger, none of it was me. It was all travel. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
not that.
right.
Like I don't know. I don't understand. That's a whole nother topic for another day. Is like I don't understand selfies. We all know what you look like. I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I've never really liked the way I look, so I don't really care for self, and that's part of the reason I didn't go live for a while. That I didn't plan on going live at all. It's like just me
Yeah.
on video. I'm just not.
It
I
feels
don't
weird,
want that.
right?
Yeah. I just.
Yeah.
But
I
I,
don't
I
understand.
I saw other people, everybody else was doing it. So, I jumped off the cliff and
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of fun though, honestly. Like when they first said, "Oh, we're gonna have lives now," and everyone was like, "Oh shit, here we go. It's gonna be just like Facebook and Instagram." And I felt the same way. And now I feel like it's kind of fun. Like it's a really fun way to just engage with your audience or another Substacker. I think it's fun.
yeah. And I try
Yeah.
not to think about like who's watching or how many people are watching or things like that. Cause if you just think about who you're talking to, you're just having a conversation with somebody else, then it's not so much pressure, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so you've gone live by yourself, right? I never have.
Yeah, I have.
How do you get through that? What do you talk about?
It depends on what it is. Like if like at Pride Fest and stuff like that, it's not a big deal because I'm showing people what's going on and I'm talking about what I'm seeing and things like
Yeah.
that. I do sometimes run out of things to say. I don't feel like I'm really a chatterbox. I'm more of a listener than I am a talker. It depends on who I'm talking to, I guess. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I usually need somebody to feed off of to go back and forth. But
Yeah.
I don't know. It just depends on what the subject is, I guess. Like
Yeah.
this last Sunday night when I was by myself, I was doing Mad Lib. So I was telling people in the chat, okay, we're gonna do a Mad Libs together. I need an adjective and a noun and blah blah blah. And I had several people joining and they were putting stuff out there. So that worked out well.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we had something like to engage with. I had something to engage with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I
if you
think
don't
like
have that, it is difficult, I think.
yeah, I think I could do a live by myself if I told people like throw me some questions. But again, like the comments are so hard to keep track of that you could miss a bunch of questions while you're answering another one. But I would
Right.
also I feel like I might try going live by myself sometime during this holiday season and just make Chat GPT interview me. Like,
Oh yeah, I've heard of somebody trying or doing that. I've never tried
yeah.
it.
Mine, ChatGPT knows me really well because I work with it a lot, not to write or anything, but just to bounce ideas and stuff off. And so
Yeah.
I feel like if I said, I'm going to go live, give me 5 different questions that I can, like, I could read to myself and then answer them kind of
Oh
thing
yeah. Okay.
based on what
Yeah,
chat
that would
knows about
work.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that on YouTube once because I was actually scheduled a Zoom for my paid subscribers and nobody friggin' showed up. So I,
Oh
I
yeah.
had this whole outline of what we were going to do that day and nobody showed up. So I just did it to myself. I asked myself all the questions and it actually turned out really well. It's on YouTube and it turned out really well. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, Henrik just said that he's made a few lives, and he writes a lot of poetry, and so he'll go on lives and he'll read his poetry, recite
Yeah.
poetry, and
That's kind of
it won't
cool.
be. Sometimes it's not a very long video, which it
Yeah.
doesn't need to be. Some people will
Yeah.
prefer the shorter ones, like 15 minutes or so. But
Yeah.
I did one on Halloween night where I read a couple of original short stories. And one of my clips from that has just blown up. Like it's still, people are
Really?
still watching, liking it and commenting on it. It's had like, I don't know, like 500 and some um, likes. And for a
Wow.
clip, that's been way more than any video clip that I put out there.
Yeah.
So,
So where is the clip? Like, is it just a note or is it on your Substack?
well, the clip is just well, it's like when you do a live Substack create or the AI Substack AI
Yeah.
creates clips, and this was
What do
just
you?
one of
Yeah.
those clips that AI created and put it out there as a note, and
Okay.
it's just still out there, and people are still finding it somehow and
That's
liking it
so
and commenting
cool.
on it. But what's really funny is part of this when I recited this fictional short story, and it was part of it was this clip that they edited was I was talking about this kid that jumped off a cliff into the river and he ended up hitting his head and he drowned or died,
So
and
sad.
I felt guilty because I had this premonition that it was going to happen and I didn't stop him. And
Um,
people were commenting on it, said, "Oh no, don't feel bad. He was, blah blah blah." They
they
kept,
didn't
and I
realize
was
it was a
like,
fictional
"Yeah," I
story.
was like, "This is fictional." Like I felt bad about it, but I had to keep telling Hub over and over again. They were
Copy
just
paste, copy paste. It was fiction. It was fiction.
yeah, these I just eventually stopped. I was like, well,
Yeah.
thanks, whatever. It's like,
That's
uh,
that's so funny.
I know. I'm
I
like,
mean,
some people
tragedy
got it.
sells.
I know. It's like,
That's
uh,
that's funny.
yeah. So that's one of the
Oh,
things I was thinking about going forward. I was like, maybe I need to recite more original short stories and things if
why
that's
not?
what people like. I mean, so
They, they responded
anyway,
to
that's
it.
yeah, they really responded to that one. So
Yeah. That's so funny, actually. That's really funny.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing one Christmas Eve. I'm going to do a Christmas Eve story, and
Aw, that's a good
And
idea. Maybe I'll do one on Christmas Eve too and put on the fire log channel behind me or something and
oh yeah,
pretend
yeah,
that would be and just
yeah,
read something. That would be cute.
yeah. You could read. I mean, read the "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" or
Yeah,
"The Grinch" or something. You know.
yeah, yeah. That's a good idea. Christmas Eve. Who knows who's gonna be alone on Substack
Right.
Christmas Eve?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I live by myself. I don't have kids or family. I mean, I an immediate family. You know, I have my
Yeah.
parents and things, but
Yeah.
where I am right now, I'm not going to have anybody probably on Christmas. Uh, we'll I'll get
Aw.
together with my family the day after Christmas, which is what we
Yeah.
always do. But
Yeah.
I might have a friend that's she her family lives out of state, and so sometimes she joins me for Christmas, but she might be there. But anyway, I might,
Yeah.
I'll probably read a story or something on
A little
Christmas
piece of
Eve
me was
or
like, "Oh, that's so sad. Like, who's alone on Christmas?" And then I'm like, "I am." I I don't I don't really care about if I'm alone Christmas Eve or whatever. I worked in the restaurant industry for like 12 years, and so typically always worked on Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So, like, I don't care if I'm alone on those eves now. It's nice and relaxing.
yeah. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think it's a big deal. It's just
No.
another day. You can celebrate however you want to on whatever day
Yep.
you want to.
Yep,
So,
and then get up and walk the dog in pajamas the next day. For me, like, Christmas Day is the only appropriate day to go walk the dog in pajamas, and I don't care who sees me and what they think.
yeah,
Yeah,
they're busy with their
so
family and Christmas, so they don't care.
and everyone's
They're
in
not paying
pajamas
attention.
on Christmas, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I've even gone for Christmas dinner to families' homes, like, in pajama pants. I don't care.
Oh yeah, that I think that would be kind of cool actually. A
Mm.
good theme to have for your family get
Yeah,
together. Everybody show
we've
up in
had that theme
pajamas.
more than once. Just show up in pajamas because nobody cares.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I kind of made some of this about me. I didn't mean to do that, but back to you.
No,
What
no.
what do you feel like has gone well for you in on Substack for at least this year?
I would say my business has gone really well. Sometimes I can't believe that I've been running this business for 2 years and, like, I'm supporting myself, like, I'm eating well
Yeah,
and, so
yeah.
that's gone really well for me. The business just keeps on growing, and I'm really proud of that. With Wildhood, it was different. I didn't necessarily. I love my readers and everything, but they just weren't digging into they weren't digging into it how I hoped, you know? Like,
Yeah,
everyone was like, offer this," and so I offered it, and then nobody would show up, so I
yeah,
was just like, yeah, that's when you start to kinda lose your passion a little bit, so but I am all about reinvention all the time, so I feel like start over, start something fresh and see what happens. That's what I'm doing.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm on a mission this time though. I'm starting fresh at 0 and probably I'll have some subscribers come with me. But I even started a new bank account for this new Substack.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
just because I don't need that money because I have my business. And so I want to see what I can do with it in a year. I just
Okay,
started a fresh bank account. It's sitting there at 0. I'm gonna start with 0 subscribers and see what happens. Could be
that's a
fun.
good idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about that kind of thing about reinventing and stuff like that, but I also don't want to give up the momentum
Yeah.
that I've gained so far with this Substack, And it's only
Yeah.
been a year. I feel like that's not
Yeah.
too long.
Yeah.
I've heard of other people going longer than that and not even getting a single paid subscriber. I was like, well,
No.
I'm doing better than some people, I guess. It's just
That's the thing too. Like, I mean, I feel like if you've only been here for a year, I thought you'd been here a lot longer. And how many subscribers do you have?
um I don't
Like in the
well on
thousands?
my on my publication it says like 5 point some thousand, but
That's
that's
amazing.
like, but that's including, because I'm part of Wendy the Druid. I'm part of her collective,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
so those subscribers show up.
Yeah.
So on my own publication, if I look at that number, it's like close to 900.
Yeah. I feel
So
like you're going to hit 1,000 before the end of this year. That's my predictions for you. You're going to hit 1,000 before 2026. And what else should my prediction be? How many paid subs do you have? Do you want to share that information or no?
I don't mind. I mean, I don't remember a 36, something like that. 36,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. You have, well, you're doing better than me then, because on Wildhood, I have over 4,000 subscribers and only 37 of them are paid. So you're doing way better than I am.
Well, that's,
Your
I mean, that's nice to hear, I guess.
Yeah, your percentage is higher than mine for sure. Yeah, no, I think just keep doing what you're doing, because I feel like I'm seeing you on Substack all the time, like with lives and stuff like that. I just can't watch you because I'm always working. But
Oh yeah.
so you're getting the exposure. Just keep going.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I decided to do for December. I was like, if I go live every day, maybe that'll like, give me a charge going into 2026. And
Is it working? Like, are you ramping up a little from all of these lives? Are you getting new subs?
yeah, it depends on, like, I mean, I'm getting a lot of free subs, especially like I had Ellie Leonard on with me a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you know who she is, but anytime she goes on a live, she has hundreds of viewers, because she works on the Epstein files, and she talks a
Oh,
lot about
that's
Trump and
fun.
Epstein and stuff. But she's also writing a fiction novel, and that's what I wanted to talk to her about. I said, "Hey, do you
Yeah.
want to?" Because I've seen her come into, I've joined her. She's been on the live with me before several months ago on Wendy the Druid, but I've seen her name come up when she's watched a few of my cooking videos before. And so I reached out to her. I was like, "Hey, if you want to take a break from your political Epstein
Yeah.
stuff, do you want to come on and
Yeah.
talk about your book?" And she said, "Yeah, I'd love to." And
That's
so we
awesome.
talked. And so I got a bunch of subscribers, free subscribers when she came on
Yeah.
with me. But
Have you ever gone live with Robin?
I don't know if we've ever been on a live together. We're in a writing group together. Like
Yeah.
I see her pretty often
Yeah.
on Zoom, and I actually met her in person when
Oh, get
I
out.
went to Maine in August and for a writer's
Oh, and she
retreat.
went. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it was her and Ben Yalancy and a couple other people, but
That's
so
cool.
that was cool. It was fun to meet her because I've known her we started on Medium about the
Yeah.
same time a few years
Yeah.
ago, but I don't think we've ever been on. I'm not sure if we've ever been on a live just us. I don't think we have just
The
us
reason
two.
I asked you that because I have gone live with her. This was many moons ago, and we had over 200 people join us. And for sure they
Yeah,
weren't me, because look at us now. There's only 36 people here.
yeah,
So 200 wasn't me.
yeah.
um, you should go live with Robin sometime and see what happens.
Yeah, well, I know that she doesn't really prefer to do lives,
Um,
but she does them every once in a while. You don't see her on lives very often because
no.
she doesn't really prefer to do that. But I know she was
Yeah,
on with you and Dre not too long ago. I saw that
she
one.
was. Yep.
But
And then her and I went live just by ourselves. So we were talking about how writers that work from home have no friends.
oh
So
yeah, yeah,
there was that. But or you could go live and talk to somebody about Diddy. I mean, you could get millions of subscribers.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking it you haven't watched the documentary yet, because it's all
No,
over social media, and like the hate for Diddy, and I'm on
oh
that
yeah,
bandwagon.
yeah, yeah, Now I try not to pay attention to all. I'm
know,
like,
I
oh,
know.
I'm just over all that. I'm just,
Me too, but I'm such a documentary junkie. Like I watched R.
oh yeah,
Kelly. I grew up in the hip hop era, so I love
yeah,
when people are getting shredded on TV. I love it.
yeah. It is fun to watch sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Well, we're getting close to an hour, but
an hour.
is there anything else you want to talk about as far as like your business and or your new publication or
No.
anything like that?
No, contrary to popular belief, I don't need to go online and promote my business. I actually don't like to do that because I feel like
Okay.
organic is best. Um, if anyone wants to know, I help Substackers on Substack. That's my business, but that's not why I do these things. I love
Yeah.
human connection the most, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I always like, I mean, anytime I invite somebody on there, I want to give them the opportunity,
Yeah.
to,
And thank you. I
promote anything.
appreciate that. I appreciate it. But for me, going live on Substack is more about like the going live than Substack, you know?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
Substack is my full-time job, so I don't need to talk about it when I'm not
Yeah.
doing it. Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
But
I
thank
really
you.
appreciate you agreeing to come on with me and
Yeah, no
being one
problem.
of
I love
my
it.
31 days of lives. So got this
Yeah.
one checked
Yeah.
off.
Yep. Tick. No, that's awesome. I hope that I'm gonna do my best to make sure that you reach your 1,000 subs before the end of the year. And I I think
Well,
if
thank
you
you.
keep
That would
going
be a good goal.
I think if you keep going the way you're going and maybe figure out 1 or 2 different ways other than paid subscriptions to earn some money through your Substack, I think you'll be golden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've been thinking about the fiction or the recipes or something like that. And I need
Yeah.
to work on that more.
Yeah. Have a heart to heart with your Chat GPT. They always have wacky ideas.
Oh, yes. Yes. I prefer Gemini.
Or whatever. Yeah. I haven't really dug into Gemini yet. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Well,
glad that you asked me to do this. I really appreciate it. I always love going live.
yeah. Well, and I really enjoyed when I went with you and Dre. That was a lot of fun. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. All
anyway,
right.
thanks a lot. I hope you have a good Christmas and you're
You
healthy
too.
for at least Christmas, if it wasn't for your
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah. I'll be thinking of you when I'm by myself on Christmas Eve and you're by yourself on Christmas Eve, and maybe I'll
Yeah,
tune into your live, your
that's
Christmas
right. That's
story.
right. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have a story or something.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks everybody for
Okay.
joining, and
Thanks,
you'll see me
Brandon.
tomorrow.
All right. Take
See you
care.
later. All right. Bye.
Bye.